I want the attention.
Okay. Wait, I was supposed to start with a somber hello, ghouls and gals. No. Welcome. Also, thank you. But welcome to a very special episode of what is that? RP, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you so much for the Prime. That's a whole year of Prime, dude. Thank you. But yes, welcome to a special Halloween adventure with the Telia Misfits crew. Tonight we are playing a different system. We are playing 10 Candles, different from what we usually play, the 5th edition D&D, and we are not even playing the...
What the fuck?
Thank you, Dusk. Thank you for flexing your 15 months. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to finish. But yeah, we're today we are playing a horror
But why?
adventure.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Also, Eldritch Bob, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. But yes, this adventure is not going to be the usual Talia Misfits adventure that it's not even with the same characters. It's going to be using the 10 Candles system, which I found recently. And also hi Nia, and hi Moon, and hi everyone. Oh, by the way, I just want to point out the Amara Queens came to watch because they're going to be playing this on Saturday, so they probably came here just to study up on how this game is played. But yes, but before anything else, I'm here joined by the wonderful Ocean X, this weird person that rated me. Yes. Hi. There's also Sarcastrophe, aka Dusk.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. Then we have the wonderful Raining Blades, aka RRB.
We're probably less likely to die here than in Misfits.
You're not wrong. And finally, there's the wonderful Spyro Proxy. Hello. Oh no. Is there no Spyro Proxy today?
Hello, it's me, Spyro Proxy. Hello.
He did say BRB, and that was 4 minutes ago.
Oh, he said BRB. Oh, fuck.
Okay, yeah.
I guess he was not right back.
Spyro Proxy is the far corner.
Oh man, I hate magic. Oh, where's my beer?
Where's him?
My beer.
Wait, I got to be Edward too. Where is my beer and hookers?
Oh no, Massive killed my character again.
Oh man, that's only the 5th time this week.
Listen here, it's not like I kill his character all the damn fucking time.
I'm just saying. Okay.
You just have to do it weirdly a lot.
Listen, it's
weirdly,
not much.
He has gone through by far the most characters in Talia Misfits.
This is not wrong, but still, I feel...
No one else has had a character that's died permanently.
I feel judged right now, and this is not why we were playing this tonight. I don't approve of this, but are you ready to start? Even though we don't have Mr. Spyro.
I'm already playing, so...
Oh, you're already playing. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so this is 10 Candles. This is a game where a group of people find themselves in a world that has been taken over by shadows. About 5 or so days ago, the sky was blocked out by an unusual darkness. The world was enveloped in shadows. And then they came. They move in the shadows. They have only one weakness: light, but with the sky covered. The only light is the one people can generate, and even then, as the shadows have taken over more and more of the earth, everything seems more difficult to gather. More energy is being depleted. Everything is going awful. And you are a group of people who, when the shadows hit, you managed to go to a secure location as chaos was starting to reign. Everyone gathered in this small town. Everyone gathered at Fort Valiant, a military fort very close by, which has taken a severe hit from them during these 5 days. A lot of the military personnel did not make it, but they eventually managed to create a secure energy with plenty of lights and generators. But the civilians started to take up the task that the military would have. Things are not easy. And the four of you have been called by the leader of this small refugee camp as capable individuals. Everyone has to pull their weight. And you were informed that you are to take one of the vans that they had, head to town, try to secure supplies and survivors. Now, when we started this, normally you would do it during the play itself, but we did it a little bit beforehand, where we created our characters. Now, the way the characters are created is each person has two traits, so one vice and one virtue that basically defines your characters. But these traits are not written by the players themselves. They are written by other players and then given to the player to their side. In this case, we already distributed these traits, and the characters have been realized through that. But there's also other things. There is the moment, which is something that brings the character hope. Something that will, in this darkness, make them succeed, or at least try to let them succeed. And then there's the brink. What happens when all hope is lost and the characters have nothing left? No hope, only darkness, only desperation. What do they do in that moment? This brink was also written by another player, not the players themselves, and given to the player to their side, but remains hidden for now. These traits, the two traits and the moment, were organized on top of the brink, giving us these cards. Each of you has these cards that can be used during the game itself at different points. You can only use each of these cards once, except for the brink. The brink, because you have nothing left, can be used as many times as needed. But be careful when using it. Regardless, you each created a character. Now, as you drive the van through the dark streets with lights that have been arranged all around the van to create this almost like a halo, a protective halo of light that wards off the shadows. This pitch black sea of just complete and utter darkness. What do the others see when they look at you, Oshio? And what is your name?
When they look at Casey Mariner, they see quite a pretty and fair-skinned blonde young lady who's wearing maybe a bit too much makeup. She has her long hair in like a ponytail. Her nails are painted, and she's wearing like high-waist jeans and a crop top, but also has just kind of like some kind of leg warmers and arm warmers to stay warm, and high boots.
How old was Casey, and what was her profession?
So Casey was round about 24. She was before everything that happened, she was a makeup artist. And she made it through these terrible times, mostly because people who liked her a lot, she was very sociable, would sacrifice themselves, like live on for me, Casey. And she did.
All right.
And she's not apologizing for it.
All right. Now, Casey looks to the side and sees Dusk's character. Dusk, what is your name? What does Casey see when she looks at you?
So, the man you see next to you is named Jonathan Kimball Simmons. He is a middle-aged gentleman. Middle-aged man, should I add. Balding hair on the sides, a brilliant smile, old, aged, weathered face, wearing brown chinos, a belt, and a tucked-in blue button-up shirt.
All right. What was his profession before the darkness came?
In a past life, Jonathan Kimball Simmons was a very well-established actor and very prolific voice actor for many animated series.
Okay. All right. Very good. Now, Jonathan, you look to the front seat. On the passenger side, you see RB's character. RB, what is your name, and what does Jonathan see?
Jonathan sees Diane, who is a very kind of short, very kind of mousy looking face and character. He has kind of like some kind of sandy reddish hair that kind of is just kind of parted all over the place. No idea what it's short, but you have no idea when the last time it was combed. This just kind of feels like it has kind of dirt in everywhere. He kind of wears kind of like a very battered and tattered leather jacket, as well as a pair of very torn up blue jeans.
All right. Diane, is that's the name?
Yes.
Diane. Okay. What was Diane's profession?
He was, let's call him a courier. He would, do like UPS delivery, Amazon delivery. He was a mailman at one point. He did a lot of different odd job delivery services.
Right. And when Diane looks to the side towards the driver's seat, he sees Spyro's character. And Spyro, what is your name? What do they see?
They see Jay Peterman, a middle-aged man with a scuffed beard, short hair, and a look that's always staring into nothingness.
What was his profession?
He was a writer, a short story writer.
All right. So, with the introductions out of the way, let me just explain real quick how the game itself is run. So, as the game master, I will not only control Dim, I will also provide the scenario, the situation, everything that is around you, what happens. But whenever you attempt to do something, whenever there is a conflict, even something minor, whenever you're trying to do something that has the possibility of failure, you will roll a set number of d6s. Now, the number of d6s that you have equals the number of candles that are lit. Currently, there are 10 candles lit. These candles represent essentially your lives. When you roll for a conflict, you roll all your dice. These are communal dice, so everyone has these dice are for everyone. You roll all the dice. What you want is at least one of them to be a 6. If at least one of them is a 6, that is a success. Every one on a die will be taken away, leaving you with less dice for the next roll. And it keeps going. As long as you roll 6s, you succeed. As long as you roll 1s, you may still succeed, but you lose dice. And I start rolling whenever I get dice, because every dice you lose, I gain. And if I roll more 6s than you whenever there's a conflict, I take over. Now, if there's a conflict and you roll a 6, you succeed, and this means that you are actually narrating what happens. You are the one that chooses how this conflict is resolved. But if I win, I choose how the conflict is resolved. At the same time, if you fail a conflict, not only do you fail at what you were trying to do, but a candle goes out. And slowly, each candle will slowly be going out one by one. There are things that you can do aside from rolling dice, though. The cards that you have, the 2 traits, the moment, and the brink. These cards can be used whenever you roll, and the traits can be used to take all your 1s. So if you roll, for example, you roll 10d6 and you get 3 1s, you can burn a card. You can burn one of your traits. And it will allow you to re-roll those 1s. But you can never use that trait again. And if you succeed, or even if you fail, that trait that was used will come into play in the resolution of this conflict. So, for example, you have one of you has resourcefulness. If you were to burn that resourcefulness, god damn it, if you were to burn that card, what happens is, should you succeed, that trait that you just burned will have to have a big impact on the resolution. Now keep in mind, you have some bad traits. You also have moments of hope. And while the traits merely allow you to reroll ones. The moments have an extra benefit. Because if you succeed while burning your moment, you gain a hope die. And you cannot lose the hope die. Each character can have one hope die after they burn their hope. And the only way to lose a hope die, the only way, is when you play the brink. If you have nothing left and you have a brink, if you play the brink, you are able to re-roll the die like the others. But there's a problem. If you fail, you lose all hope. Now, I have arranged your traits, your trait cards and moment cards in stacks at random. Because you can only use the one that is on top. You cannot shuffle through them. And the brink is always at the bottom. The secret brink. Now, after every candle goes out, we take a moment to stop, because the scene will shift to another. That scene is resolved. And we take a moment to go around the group, telling a truth about the world, a truth that we will decide. There are as many truths whenever we do a round as the number of candles that are up. Don't worry, I will explain this again once the truths are up, and you can ask me any questions you want. But at this moment, do you have any questions?
Yeah, so do we know, because we can see these stacks, do we know which stack is in front of which person?
I didn't arrange them. I honestly didn't arrange them very well, but you do know that the top left corner is Casey, so Osho.
Me.
The top right corner is Jay, so Spyro. The bottom right corner, if I'm not mistaken, is... Who had resourcefulness? Trying to remember.
I
Sorry.
believe that might have been myself, actually.
Indeed. It is Jonathan. Kimball Simmons.
I just noticed that looking at Discord.
What do you mean, Jonathan Kimball Simmons? It's a common enough name.
Yes.
Are the
And
actors of it?
J.K. Simmons. Yes, yes, of course. And
My hope is actually getting pictures of Spider-Man, would you believe?
I believe it. I believe it. And finally, we have top right corner. That would be RB. So that would be Dane. All right. Any other questions before we start?
This is not a question per se. It's just that's a lot of information. I'm gonna have a lot of questions throughout the game.
You can always ask questions. It's very
Okay.
To simplify it, basically, whenever there's conflict, I will tell you to roll a number of d6s. You need at least 1 6.
No, I did get that. I
Yeah.
just
And
didn't get about the papers.
Oh, the papers? Whenever you roll, if you have ones, instead of losing those ones, you can actually burn a paper. You can only use this once for each paper. You can burn a paper, and you, instead of losing those ones, you re-roll them to see if you gain another number, and just don't lose them.
Okay, got it.
Got it? All right. But keep in mind, you can only use them once. Now, anyone else with questions, or can we begin this tale of woe?
I'm good.
All right. I do want to point out, there are no hero points in this game.
Ow!
Yes, no hero points. But I wish you all the best of luck. But then again, we are sharing this story. We are each telling our parts of the story. So, well, let's do this. Now, you all start in the van. driving through the desolate, empty streets, the darkness surrounding you. This halo of light is the only thing keeping the shadows at bay, and what lurks in the shadows is something that you have all learned to be terrified about, but none of you have been able to see it yet. But you know they're there, because they've been taking over. They've been killing everyone. They spot anyone they can get, whatever it is they have on them. The shadows are death. But the van has been outfitted for this trip. Your mission is simple. Gather supplies, but more importantly, find survivors. None of you have been to this town yet. This is not your hometown. This is not where you came from, but it is in the region. And one of you does remember that there is a gas station nearby, and you do know the van is running low on gas. You might be able to reach the city, but you would run out of gas by the time you get there. So you decide that it is best to go to the gas station, hope to find some gas to fill up your tank, and, well, possibly something else. Who knows? As you drive, you notice eventually the gas station, the exit for the gas station. Your van comes to a stop by one of the pumps. You try to look around, but beyond the darkness of your car, beyond the darkness that is outside of the halo around your car, you can't see anything. So what do you do?
So what are the lights? What's actually making the light around the car?
You have lights that were installed all around the car.
So they're actually like attached to the car.
Yes, they are attached to the car. You did come with some supplies. Let's see. Casey, what kind of supplies were given to you?
Well, I'm probably bringing with me mostly just some food and water, and I would imagine something like a flashlight if we have
Sure.
batteries. But
Oh, there are plenty of batteries for flashlights. I would say that each of you can definitely have a flashlight. But you came with some food and water. All right, that's perfectly fine. Anything else? Whatever. Anyone else want to add to what they brought to this mission?
Casey also brought some just a little bit of only a bit of makeup, just to touch up.
I would imagine she never leaves home without it.
You know it.
Anyone else?
And Diane has a flask that's packed away in his inner jacket pocket.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Casey actually has one more thing. I actually have some rubbers, some condoms.
Okay.
Just in case.
Makes sense. Of course. Better be safe than sorry.
so Jonathan Kimball Simmons, born January 9th, 1955, just in case anyone was wondering, had like a large duffel bag full of just random like knickknacks. You know what I mean? Kind of like rubber bands,
Okay.
pliers,
Paper clips.
gun,
A gun.
bullets
All right.
for the gun.
All right.
Happenstance, of course, they're not related.
All right.
Maybe a dumbbell, because Jonathan Kimball Simmons sometimes works out very heavily.
All right. Makes sense.
between acting gigs, as one
Alright.
would.
So you do have a gun. I would say you have about. Is it like a revolver? You got or is it like a handgun?
It's a handgun.
It's a handgun. Okay, so
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
think Kimball Simmons, as an actor, needs to be aware of the paparazzi at any point.
All right, I'm gonna say.
Or in his case, the paparazzi.
Okay. I'm gonna say you have about 15 bullets in the gun, and an additional 10 that you carry around in your duffel bag. And Jay, what would you bring in like especially?
Jay brought with him one of those notebooks with a black cover
Mm-hmm.
and a case of pencils. No rubber, no pen, just pencils.
Okay. All right.
He
So
brought a death note.
one of you brought a gun to this mission. Good. All right, but you do have flashlights, which is useful in this situation. But you're inside the car. You only see the pumps. You can barely see out of the edge of the darkness the station itself, the counters and whatnot. But you can't actually see inside it. What do you wish to do?
Well, we're here to fuel up, so let's point the van, its lights towards the gas station, and then we'll be able to see, and it won't be in darkness as much. Yeah.
All right. So you are right next to the gas station. So if you wish to, do you wish to get out and explore the area, or what are you doing specifically?
Yeah, I think we should check the station itself for some supplies first.
Yeah, but the pumps might not be working, so we should probably look for like what are they called? The things you put the gas in?
Jerry can.
That's my bitch.
Indeed. So, who's going to explore? Anyone staying in the van? Everyone going? What are you doing?
Yeah, J.K. Simmons, 100%. Jesus, that's my bitch.
Yes.
Oh, lads, I'm fucking tears. Oh dear.
Indeed. That was wonderfully done.
All right, well, if none of you betas are gonna come out and help me, then I guess I'm going alone. Come on. When did you
J.K.
manage
Simmons, absolutely.
Jay's gonna leave.
J.K. Simmons, something like that. Sorry.
Okay, so 3 of you are leaving. Dane, are you?
And if everyone else is leaving, Diane will stick with the car, so it's not abandoned by us.
Okay. Wait, it's Diane?
Diane.
Diane. Okay. I keep wanting to say Diane, so it's kind of okay. All right. So those that are leaving and are going to explore, you turn on the candles. You start heading towards the station. You open the door. Let's say Jay opens the door ahead of the others. And you do find, as you shine your flashlights inside, it does seem to be fairly open and empty. It does have stuff, some stuff, but you don't see any signs of life. Are you looking for a jerry can? Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, Casey, you're gonna do the first roll. So
yeah.
you have 10 candles, thus you have 10 die. Roll 10d6.
Here we go.
So you got one. You got a single one, so you do lose that. So from now on, during this scene, you will only have 9 dice to roll. But you do have a 6, so that is a success. So Casey, you start looking around. Actually,
we can
describe.
we can use the. Well, I was going to say we can use the skills or whatever to reroll ones, right?
But that is after that you won't be able to get in for the rest of the game. Won't be able to use it for the rest of the game. You can use your trait, like the top card. You can burn it and reroll that single one to see if you get something else. That is up to you.
All right, I'll leave it.
All right. So you succeeded. So Casey, describe what happens.
Yeah, so Casey goes around searching about the gas station. Doesn't seem like there's any jerry cans in the kind of main, the main shop area. But she goes to check like the bathrooms, and she finds one in there.
Okay.
Obviously, the main area had been looted, but inside one of the stalls, maybe there was some that had been left.
Okay. Jay and Jonathan, what are you doing while Casey is searching?
Jay will go through the tiny store they always have and see what he can find in terms of food.
Okay. Roll
or magazines as well.
All right. Roll 96. You do have a 6. That is a success. But you do lose another additional dice. So next time you roll, it's going to be 76.
Okay, so I got a 6 and 2 1s. So the 6 nullifies one of them.
No. It doesn't nullify. As long as you have a 6, it's a success. You only need 1 6 to succeed.
But you can use one of your. You can use your top like skill thing if you want to reroll.
I know.
The
But
ones.
I don't want to burn it now.
Okay. So the communal die are now at 7 die, and I have 3.
Okay.
Well then. Oh, keep in mind, if a candle goes out, we return to 9d6.
Oh, okay.
It's not permanently like this.
I thought. Okay, I thought.
No.
Okay, that makes. That's why I was wondering whether I should reroll it for 1, because I was like, well, if we all have 3 like skills plus the brink, statistically we might as well use it for each one.
No. Don't worry about it. So, Jay, describe the success. What you find there. What happens?
He finds some beef jerky. And he goes to look for some magazines or a book. But all he can find is pink magazines. Is that what they call it? No.
Sure. The gossip ones.
The gossip ones, yeah. He brings one and 2 cans of beef jerky.
Okay. Meanwhile, Jonathan, you're the last one searching around.
Could I ask you, so what month would it be? Would it be October as well, would it?
Yeah, sure. It's October.
Excellent. Jonathan Kimball Simmons, he takes a little bit of time and he goes through the bargain bin. Because, as Jonathan Kimball Simmons would always say, I actually have a degree in music and was aware that music was a tool used in therapy. I didn't realize how far it had come since I was in college in the mid-70s. It becomes rooting through.
Okay. Roll 76.
Jonathan Kimball Simmons would like to use his top card, please,
The resourcefulness. Are you going to burn your resourcefulness?
to get rid of the 1 and turn it into a 6.
It doesn't automatically turn into a 6. You have to re-roll it, and
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
if you succeed, if you roll the 6, you don't fail at this. All right. Oh my god!
Oh,
Yes.
boys, let's not
Kimball
like I might be messing around, but
Simmons.
Dusk is still here, guys.
Damn, that is amazing.
Your boy is sold,
Clutch.
man.
So, Jonathan, please, what you find in the bargain bin?
Considering the fact that it's October. Sorry, let me get the Jonathan accent.
Oh, remember, you have to implement the resourcefulness into the success. Because it was your resourcefulness that pulled through here.
Yeah. So what happens here is that I find a number of lightsabers, toy lightsabers that you flick action to shoot out. And how Jonathan Kimball Simmons, while possibly known for a role they did as a music teacher, is also quite versed at electricity and electrical purposes. So he also finds next to the bargain bin the accompanying additional add-on that you can purchase with being high voltage batteries, and equipping them to the lightsabers creates an even more powerful glow, creating these beacons of light in fruity colors. And he hands them out to the other survivors. Purple, red, blue, and green.
All right. Very nice. So now, as Casey comes back with her jerry can, and Jay has a beef jerky and the gossip magazine. Now you also have these shining lightsabers that seem to illuminate a lot better than at least the surrounding area. They illuminate a lot better than your flashlights. And you all leave. Meanwhile, Dine, you were outside. Were you trying to pump some gas?
Uh,
Or are you waiting inside the
Diane
car?
that is what? Diane was going to be checking different, compartments of the car. Like the glove
Okay.
compartment, the inner console. The little kind of cup holders that people have.
Hey, roll that. Let's see what you get.
So this is 76, right?
So it is 76. No, wait, because no, that one was re-rolled, so that is 76.
six.
Yes.
Okay. Oof. You know what? I'll keep it.
Okay, so
Right.
you do lose two dice. And in the meantime, I'm actually gonna have to roll. Actually, no. During the first candle, I don't actually roll anything. So you do get a success, but the 7d6 turns into 5d6 next time. What? Describe the success. What happens?
So Diane sees, he mostly finds, just kind of, there's some just papers like registration in the glove department, some loose change in the center console, but he also finds, how like some cars have like a kind of secret compartment, like a locked one for people to hold firearms and stuff like that. Maybe you don't have those in Europe because this is America. But he basically finds, a long, very large tactical knife,
Oh,
kind of tucked away.
all right. Makes sense. This was a van that was in a military port, so these kinds of stuff makes sense that you'd find something like this. So
he'll pocket that and then close it up.
all right, cool. You do see the others arrive, with the jerry can and these powerful lightsabers that create. It's basically what the lights are creating around the car. These lightsabers do the same thing around each of you. Pretty nifty, pretty nifty. And as you start walking out, everything is still quiet. Do you wanna... The jerry can did have gas in it, so you start filling it up. And
Yeah.
all right, you fill up the gas tank. And as you're doing that, Dion, you hear something. To the other side of the gas station, you hear crying. It seems like the crying sounds of what seems to be an adult individual in the darkness.
Hey guys, do you hear that?
You all...
No, you're probably just hallucinating. What is it?
We all want to not repeat ourselves constantly and explore the limits of our capabilities.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Jonathan Kimball just nods to himself.
Diane's going to grab one of the super shiny lightsabers,
Mm-hmm.
and
Which color?
he's going.
Which color? Which color, Dion?
He's purple.
Purple, purple, okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe you took the purple one.
Diane will head towards where he was hearing the crying.
Okay. You take a few steps. You leave the safety of the car halo, but you do have your own halo, this purple halo, around you. You keep walking and walking until suddenly the crying seems to be almost next to you. You look and you lean forward as if trying to get a better look. And you see a hand, a human hand. At first it seems raised. But then you start to notice it's not attached to a shoulder. The forearm itself is coming out of a chest. And then you start seeing this shambling creature. Human, perhaps, at one point. But all the features have been shifted around. As if made of Play-Doh. You see the eyes are to one side, shaped to one side. You see the head is slightly tilted. You see one leg is attached to the other leg by the knee, and this creature is crying, shambling as it's dragging itself into the light. Help! Help! As it's getting closer to you, reaching out with its mangled limbs. What do you do, Dion?
I get the hell away and kind of like.
It's reaching out to you. It's trying to grab you. Roll. Now this time 5d6.
Oof. I can't even reroll anything.
You can't even re-roll anything. And with that, one of these candles is snuffed out. Dion, since you failed, you can't describe what's happening. You turn to run, but you fail to notice something. One of the legs attached to the ankle is the other arm of the creature. It reaches out before you notice, grabbing your own ankle, and you trip and fall on your face. You hit your face, you bust your forehead as the creature begins to drag you, begins to climb over you. You turn around, you kick it, and you notice every time you kick, the flesh is almost like clay. Your foot sinks into it. But then you pull your leg free. The arm comes attached with it as you start running as fast as you can back to the others. You don't care. Your face is bleeding profusely. But you don't care. You tell the others that we need to go. You need to go. We need to go. Everyone, you see and hear more crying. Everyone gets in the van. It wasn't full to the brim, but it was enough as you all start driving away from whatever the hell that was. Now, a candle went out. What we are going to do now is we're going to go around, and each of us is going to speak a truth about the world, the characters, the situation, whatever you feel you want to add to the story. It will always end with one. It always starts with one specific truth and ends with another. And we will be doing this as long as we have candles. But remember, what the first truth and the last truth will always be the same ones. Now, the first truth is, if I can find it. Give me a moment. Okay, these things are true. The first truth is the world is dark. It will always be like this. The last truth will always end, and we are alive. Speaken by the players. Now, I will begin. These things are true. The world is dark. Oshio, would you care to give us a truth?
Okay, so just so I understand, so we get to like make something up about the kind of world or setting or characters or something to say is the truth.
Yeah, you can say something like an obvious truth. There's 4 of us. You can say something like we have found a gun, or you can actually say something about a rumor that you heard about them. Or you can say something like we spotted someone along the road. Whatever you wish to add to this story.
Okay. It's true that we spotted flashing lights as we drove to this gas station. Hang on, I'm doing the wrong voice. It's true that we spotted like flashing lights on the way to this gas station, and as we were leaving the gas station, they went out.
Okay. Keep in mind, keep them simple. Keep them something short and simple. But that was okay. That was great. Jonathan, another truth.
Being evil is easy.
All right. Another truth. Dion. These things are true.
We volunteered for this mission.
Now we have established that you weren't chosen, you all volunteered. Jay. These things are true.
Do not pick the flowers, no matter how beautiful they are.
Okay. Do not pick the flowers. Now it's my turn because, well, I also get to come up with truths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. These things are true. A wind is picking up. A strong one. Casey?
We have just enough gas to make it back to the stronghold.
Okay. Jonathan?
I do think you need to understand a character's motivation and perspective.
Dion? These things are true.
We don't know each other very well.
And now the last truth, which, unfortunately, Jay, you don't get a truth because this is the 10th one. And you all say, and we are alive.
And we are alive.
We are alive.
And we are alive.
Mm-hmm. So you are. Now, with these truths now already in play, we resume with 9 candles. You are driving through the dark. You are actually getting very close to reaching the city, but your hearts are still pumping, especially you, Dion. The blood is pouring. It's getting hard to see. At least you're not driving, but there's so much blood. You all see that Dion is bleeding. What do you guys do?
Jonathan Kimball Simmons rushes to Dion's aid.
How? What's he trying to do specifically?
Trying to mend him. Using any kind of where's he bleeding from?
From the forehead.
Yeah, Jonathan Kimball rips his shirt off. Yeah. His button-up shirt specifically, and he has a nice vest underneath, of course.
Actually, roll before that. Roll to see. I forgot. I'm still used to D&D, but yeah. Roll 9d6. And I.
Awesome.
So you got one success. And I don't have any it didn't roll any sixes. So yeah, but continue with the description. What happens? How do you succeed to in mending Dion?
I start ripping off my shirt, sort of fashion it into a kind of a bandage, but it's a bandage that's makeshift. There's a word for it, but I don't remember right now. And I wrap it around Diane's head in a nice little fashion and tie it up to apply pressure to the wound. Then seal up if need be, and of course, bunch up quite a bit of it around where the blood marks, so none of the blood drips down on his face.
All right. All right. For the moment, it seems good enough. It's the best you can do. Diane,
Thank you.
you're the only one that saw that. The others barely saw anything. And you look down, and in that moment you realize something. The arm is still holding on to the hand is still holding on to your ankle.
Can I try and remove it?
You can. It's hold tightly. Roll the
Roll
96.
96.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, because you roll. Well, you roll 3.
Right now I'm only rolling 1.
I mean,
Yeah,
because I
he'll-
have 2 1s. Would you roll just 1, or would you roll 3?
No, he'd roll 3.
No.
Oh, now he'd roll 1.
Well, now I'm rolling 1, so I'm not even rolling because
From now on.
even if I tie, you still win. But if from now on, if you keep these, I'm gonna roll 3.
That's what I was asking. If
Yeah.
if you got the dice before you rolled, or if it was part of the same round. Okay.
Oh, part of the same round.
I'll keep that then.
Okay. So you do succeed. But from now on, it's 7d6 and I get 3. Nice. For me, of course. Now, you managed to succeed. How do you succeed? What do you do? This hand is attached to you.
I'm using the tactical knife I found, and I'm basically cutting, tendons on the hand that would force it to the grip to relax and basically make it so it's not gripping on tightly, and then remove it.
All right. You now have a severed hand.
Oh boy, just like I always wanted.
Indeed.
Does it seem to be moving at all, or still?
No, it's stuck in that position. You do notice something though. The forearm, it's not severed, it's almost like it melted.
Right.
All right. In the meantime, Jay, you're the one driving, correct?
Yeah, for now.
Roll a d7. It's 76 because it's really hard to drive this whole time in this darkness without seeing much of what's happening further ahead. That is not a single success.
Can I? Okay.
You didn't
Can
have
I burn a paper?
You don't have any ones to roll.
Don't have.
Okay. Okay.
That's what happened to me earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
This is how the game goes. Slowly but surely, this shit starts to happen. Now, another candle goes out. Actually, I'm gonna. This one goes out. There we go. Another candle goes out. Jay, as you are driving, the strong wind hits the van to the side. You feel yourself losing control of the van. And before you know it, you're hitting the railing. And then the van starts to fall. And fall. And crashes. And everything goes dark to all of you as you all lose consciousness for a moment. Another candle went out. You now have 8 candles. I start with 2 die. You start with 8. Shall we go for the truths again? Now, these things are true. The world is dark. Casey?
It's been a long time since I've seen any family.
Jonathan?
My full name's Jonathan Kimball. My parents didn't want to call me either. So for a while, I went by Kim, which is a name for a girl.
Dion?
We were all wearing our seatbelts.
All right. Jay?
I never loved my wife. In fact, I never loved anything. I loved not being able to.
You all actually brought with yourselves an extra shotgun.
My boyfriend sacrificed himself so that I could stay alive.
Things heal. Bad stuff
Actually,
happens.
Wait. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the last
Yeah, that's
one.
the last one, yeah.
The last one is, and we're all alive.
We're all alive.
We're all alive.
We're all alive.
All right.
Wait. So why is it? Hold on. Why was it 7?
This is the 8th. The 8th.
Yeah, because so Massives is the first, so Massive is 1, then me 2, Dusk 3, you 4.
But didn't the previous one we do 10?
The previous one should have been 9 because there were only 9 candles, but that was my mistake. It should have been 9 instead of 10. It's just 8 this time. Now, new scene. You all wake up. The car is upside down. But you all notice something. As you start to come to, first, Casey and Jonathan are the first ones to wake up. You will notice you're all wearing seatbelts. You're all upside down, with the seatbelts the only thing keeping you from falling to the roof of the van. Everything hurts. And you do notice something. The lights of the van itself, have gone out. The only lights now are from the lightsabers that are on the floor, out of reach. What do you two do?
Oh my god, Johnny, can you help me with this seatbelt? Can you help me with this seatbelt?
Jonathan Kimball Simmons obliges and tries to help.
Okay.
I used to do acrobatics. I'll
Right.
be able to grab the lights after I get the seatbelt off, but it's...
I've been your yellow M&M for 2 decades or so, and done a lot of other animated stuff in between. I help unbuckle.
All right. So
What the fuck?
you unbuckle Casey. Casey, as you're starting to fall, to prevent yourself from hurting yourself in the fall, roll this time. It would be 7?
Mm-hmm.
8?
Yeah.
Or
No, wait.
Oh, wait, it is 8, yeah.
It is
So-
8. Yes, it is 8. Sorry. So I start with 2 die.
What? Okay. Well, I'm gonna use
Ooh.
my talent there.
Oh, okay. So your talent is self-confidence.
Yes.
All right. You burn your self-confidence.
Mm-hmm. As Casey confidently declares that she used to do acrobatics, and
But roll. You need to roll the 3 to see if it's
Oh, yeah.
success
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
failure. You need to roll 6.
oh no!
Ooh.
At least we don't burn as many, I guess.
No, you just burn a candle. All right. So, unfortunately, Casey, another candle goes out. And Casey, as you try... There we go. Casey, as you try to get out, you unbuckle the seatbelt. And you quickly fall on your face. Your nose shatters upon impact. Your cries in pain are loud.
I got my nose!
Everyone wakes up, but not just that. You hear movement in the area around you, roused by the screams. And now we're gonna do more truths. The first truth, as always, the world is dark. Casey?
I haven't ever broken a bone before. Till now.
All right.
Screaming is hard after a while.
What was that? Can you repeat that, please?
Screaming is hard after a while?
Oh, okay. All right. Dion?
We were all local to the area.
Jay?
Eventually, we are going to have to become cannibals.
My turn. They move in pairs.
And we're still alive.
Go on, everyone. Say it.
We're still alive.
We're still alive.
Say the thing, Bart.
Say the thing, Jay.
Say the thing.
We're still alive.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yay. We cut forward. You are all running as fast as you can through the woods. The car has been left behind. You all have only 2 of the glowing lightsabers. scrapes and bruises all over your bodies as you're trying to get away from them. You've heard them. You've heard them move around. You've heard them getting closer. The clicking. The ever-present clicking. Now, always a few steps behind the shadow, the light that engulfs you. Your hearts are pumping, your breaths ragged. You are trying your best to outrun them, outrun whatever is also with them. You hear 2 clicking noises. They are around you. Suddenly you see a hand come out from the shadows, reaching over to Jay's leg. Jay, you notice at that moment part of your body was not within the glowing light of the lightsabers. Roll 76.
Sorry, I couldn't hear very well. You're talking about Jay, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Is it a problem on my end, or is it a problem?
No, I've been having a few leg spikes tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, roll 76, please. Ooh.
Oh god, we suck at this.
Do you want
Can I
to?
burn?
Keep yourself, bro.
You can burn and try to reroll that one, or you can just automatically fail.
I knew
Yeah,
we should have
I'm-
used it when we got those double ones before. Oh well.
You want to burn it?
I'm going to burn. Yeah.
All right. So you burn your. I find hope when I get approval. But yet it's not enough, and you don't even get your hope die. You have no hope left in you.
Classic Spyro.
And in that moment, another candle goes out, leaving only 6. See how fast it starts to go?
I freaking knew it would do this.
Now,
This is why I was wondering whether we should use it with 2. Oh, well,
Jay.
It's too late now.
Jay, you didn't notice the hand in time, and you all look as this shadowy thing grabs Jay's leg by the knee, just below the knee. And in that moment, Jay, you notice the flesh around where it's being grabbed melts and shifts. Not melts, it's almost like clay being shifted around. And as you try to pull your leg out, whatever is holding on to your leg keeps holding on. But you do pull the leg out, and you all notice below Jay's knee is just bone. All the flesh has been removed. Just clean bone. The clicking intensifies as Jay screams in pain and begins to pass out. Dion, Jonathan, you grab Jay and begin to drag him. And you continue. More truths, everyone. The world is dark. This is the truth.
I saw them turn my best friend into They squashed him down like a rug, and he was still alive.
Completely agree with feeling the need for or the benefits of being pushed, of being directed on a project and collaborating.
I've held up one of the other three before.
Dion was able to amputate Jay's legs successfully.
Ooh.
We are still alive.
I believe that. Is
There's
that
one
it?
more.
Is
No,
that?
it's
Yeah, there's one more. But that one more is indeed, and we are still alive. Indeed,
Okay.
that is the
And
we
we
are
truth.
are
still alive.
alive.
And we're still alive.
Still alive. Still alive.
All right. You all find yourselves in a cabin in the woods that you were able to find through your panic. The lightsabers are your only light sources. And through the mess, Dion, you amputated Jay's leg. At least you cut the bone. You hear the clicking, although this time it's at a distance. It's different. Almost like they're searching. Jay, your leg is in tremendous pain. It's not bleeding. The bone was cut, and it was a clean cut. Everything seems fine, but you are missing a leg, and it feels horrendous. Casey, your nose is completely shattered, broken. You only taste blood. Dion, your head hurts more and more. It hurts so much. That fall must have been worse than you thought. Jay, you're down to 2 lightsabers, holding them. One close to the group, one at the entrance of the cabin. And you hear the clicking all around. What do you do?
Jay will try to make a improvised prosthetic leg out of wood.
Improvise prosthetic leg out of wood?
Yeah, like like a wooden leg. Yeah,
Peg
a
leg.
wooden leg.
Bag leg? Okay. Roll
Peg leg.
666. I haven't been able to roll myself because you guys have been failing. Okay.
I'm going to burn my resolute.
Yes, there we go.
You gotta burn your resolute? Alright.
Yeah. So I rolled 2d6.
So you
Right.
roll 2d6, yes. To at least not lose those additional 2 sixes. Okay, that is an extra success actually. And now I'm gonna roll 4d6. If I get if I get 3 sixes, which I probably won't. Nope. So you do take control. Tell me what happens.
Jay does make a peg leg, and he feels
Out of
comfortable
what?
with it. Out of chestnut wood.
Chestnuts? What?
Oh wait, no. They're in the middle of the woods, right?
No, you're in a cabin.
Oh, we're in the cabin. Okay, he's going to take a plank of the floorboard, and they will shape it into a peg leg.
Okay, because you're so resolute to get the freaking leg. Is that
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, because he doesn't know that Dion as a tactical knife. So he goes into the kitchen, and all he finds is spoons.
Well,
But he still
Did you use that to amputate your leg?
He was
No.
passed out. It's fine.
But yeah, he does fashion one.
All right, you put your resolve into fashioning that leg. Got it. You all see as he straps it to his stump. It's wobbly. It's not great. It'll do in this situation. What about the rest of you?
My God, they got my nose. It's, does anyone have a? We need to find. There must be some kind of light or something. And I need a bandage and we need more lights quickly.
Diane will start searching the room to see if there's any sort of supplies that they can salvage.
Okay, Dion, roll. Well, it's still 66.
I am going to burn my stealing.
All right, burn your stealing.
No.
We are. Oh my gosh.
All right. Another candle goes out. Dion, you attempt to search for anything you can use. And as you're searching, you've always had this problem. It's always been a big problem for you. You saw something that caught your eye and you couldn't help yourself. You saw Jonathan's gun. And you put your hand into his duffel bag to take it. Jonathan, you saw it. And you grab Dion, preventing him from stealing from you. There's a small scuffle that ensues. Arguing. You all look at each other. Bam! A gunshot. Dion, you look down. And you see that in the struggle, Jonathan has shot you in the hip.
My overall quest is always to do something that's somehow different from whatever it is that I just got done doing. That can include occasionally playing an older guy whose romantic side, romantic relationship, and that's a real treat.
Okay.
Are you saying we need to bandage him up? How you stupid slut! You.
We need
The end of the scene.
the truth. All right, everyone. The world is dark.
There were some old bandages in the cavern.
There's some bandages in the cabin. Okay. All right.
I'm just glad to be able to work.
Dion?
This isn't the first time Diane's been shot.
All right. And wait, that
And
is
we are still
Yeah.
alive.
And we're still alive. Yep.
We're still alive.
and you are still alive.
We are still alive.
But that means Spyro's not going to have a truth anymore.
Nope.
Very Spyro.
Yeah. I'm full of crap now.
Well, you're a lot lighter than you were before. Just saying. Now, you all, well, Dion, you still have a bullet in you, but you were bandaged up. Jonathan, Dion tried to steal your gun. Just blatantly tried to steal your gun. Casey, your nose has stopped bleeding, and you all no longer hear the clicking around you. They have gone quiet. You're on the second floor of the cabin. It's a small space, but at least you feel like if you put the light source at the stairs, nothing would be able to reach you there. One of you has been shot, one of you has lost a leg, another one has a broken nose. And Jonathan, you're still holding on to the pistol, unable to let go since you fired it. Continue.
There's got to be some other light source somewhere in this stupid cabin.
Cabin, yes, sorry.
Cabin, yeah. I'm just saying it in a weird accent.
Yeah.
So yeah, Casey is looking for. We have 2 of the light sources still, so she'll take one and go and look for.
Are you gonna go downstairs then?
If there's nothing in the upstairs room, then yeah.
Okay. Roll the 5d6 this time.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Guess who's also rolling 5d6?
Me?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, are you kidding me?
So here's what happens. Right now, you succeeded, and I will play your success, but my way. However, if you do not wish to play my success, you can choose to snuff out another candle instead, and you will regain control of the scene.
It's a success, so probably should see it through.
I will add as I wish for the success.
I know, but we really can't afford to currently
Get
lose
the
any more
candles.
candles.
Okay, so it's a success, and I'm the one narrating the success. You didn't find anything upstairs, so you had to brave the downstairs. Casey, you take one of the lightsabers, and you start heading downstairs. Until you find something, there is an opening that leads to a basement. You're already down here in the dark, why not go downstairs as well? And as you reach the bottom of the basement, you find something. There's a generator there. An actual generator. You try to pull the cord to jumpstart it. It's not starting. And then you hear something. A real quick clicking sound. You look to the side and you see there's a small window that leads to the above ground area, and it's open. And the clicking sound is within the basement. What do you do?
AC is gonna put her back to the generator with the light shining forward, and then scream out to the others. There's one of those things down here. Oh my God! Come quick, please.
You all
J.K.
hear?
Simmons grabs a lightsaber and rushes down.
Okay.
Jay will. Okay.
No, Jay and Dion, what are you doing?
Jay will grab the shotgun and follow immediately behind.
Okay. Jay, you're trying to. Dion, give me what you're doing before that.
Diane will try and follow because he doesn't want to be left alone.
Okay. Jay, you grab the shotgun and you start to attempt to go, but the leg is wobbly. It's difficult to walk on this improvised peg leg. Roll it. 5d6. That is one fail.
I'm going to burn my psychotic.
You're gonna burn the psychotic. Okay. Remember, you have to implement the psychotic in the description of your success.
Yeah. Which
Oh
is
my
weird.
But roll that d6. You keep the 5d6. And now you only have your brink left. Everything is gone but your brink, which the others don't know.
Oh, it's spooky and secret.
Yes. So, Jay, describe your success, your psychotic success.
I don't know how to really describe what psychotic is in this particular moment, but
It is what you want it to be.
and like the peg leg, it wasn't as great as he thought it was. Kind of stabbing him a little, and he just, oh yeah, pain. I deserve pain. Is that psychotic? I don't know.
Sure.
If I can make a suggestion, or
Please
do you want me
do.
to hold back?
Yeah, I would like to hear something.
I would say something like, as you take that first step, this improvised peg leg just kind of like stabs right into the stump, which makes it more sturdy as it's like stabbed right up in there, but it's bleeding profusely. But you continue onwards even as each step thrusts this spear of wood deeper into this stump of your leg.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Thank you very much, Oshi.
You're welcome.
All right. Dion, since Jonathan went ahead, you're the only one that witnesses this. This man seems to be almost thrilled that he is feeling pain while carrying the shotgun in his hands. You are lagging a little bit behind from Jonathan, though, and you also notice something. Jonathan went ahead, so the light is going with Jonathan. Jonathan, you rush down to the basement with a light in hand. You hear Casey screaming, and you hear the clicking inside the basement. What do you do?
Activate my lightsaber.
Well, it is active.
Does the enhanced light, mind you, shine like any kind of like solace and anything?
Well, it's been on this whole time. The enhanced light. It's what's been keeping you, what you've been allowed to, what you've been able to use to see.
So I see nothing?
Now you do see Casey. You see the generator, you see that you're in some basement, and you see that the lightsaber does not illuminate all of the basement, and the shadows. You hear clicking. You
Can
do have two
I-
lightsabers there, so that is extra light.
So, Jonathan Kimball Simmons, a character I created off my own hoof, completely original OC.
Yeah.
He, in fact, was meant to play a certain Jedi Master within the Star Wars franchise before giving up to a younger actor by the name of Ewan McGregor.
Uh-huh.
Can he kind of like swing his lightsaber about all expert style?
Totally. Roll that 5d6. Ooh, that is a
Let's
success.
go, boys. Let's go. This is how it's done.
I'm also going to roll a
Expert
5d6
style.
though.
How is it finally that we're down to 5 and now we suddenly start succeeding again?
What is this? A natural 30 again? Jeez, lads, how do I do it every time?
Does that mean we gain?
Yeah,
does that mean we gain 2
No,
dice?
you don't. You don't. You
You
don't.
ask me to roll perception next round. I dare you.
Do you at least lose 2? Or...
No, but you get to describe what happens, Jonathan.
Jonathan Kimball Simmons. Jump flips. Pirouettes. Does the splits. And then swipes at the air. In a pose reminiscent to a spider-like human. Hopefully destroying whatever shadow beast it might be.
Right? You do that, you swing the lightsaber, the light illuminates more of the basement, and suddenly you manage to catch the creature off guard. The shining light encompasses the creature, and you see it now for what it is. It's a dark, goopy matter. It's almost like its whole body is constantly excreting this dark liquid. But the moment the light hits it, it starts to burn, starts to bubble. It screeches in pain and, unable to flee, cornered. It crumbles to the floor, turning into a black puddle. However, in that moment, you hear its partner outside, screaming in pain and in relentless fury. In that moment, as Dion and Jay, both of you in the darkness, manage to get down to the first floor, to the ground floor, you hear the enraged scream, and you hear the door bursting open. You see nothing. It's just darkness around you. What do you do?
One of us has a gun. Shotgun.
I'm waiting for you to tell me what you do.
Sorry, can you describe again what we see?
Nothing, because it's darkness. You hear the door breaking, and you
Yeah,
hear
okay,
the
okay.
angry screeches.
Okay. Do we know where the door was?
What are you trying to
Jay
do?
just started to shoot. Jay's starting to shoot. towards
Okay,
the sound.
roll a 5d6.
I'm gonna shoot someone. Am I? Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna kill one of you guys.
I don't know.
5d6.
Yeah.
Oh!
Let's go, boy.
Hell yeah. Damn, we're rolling so good now. What the hell?
Yeah,
We rolled so good at the start.
you got to go down to 5 candles, and I didn't roll any sixes.
I thought we were going to be dead by the hour.
You cock the shotgun, and you hear the screams, and you pull the trigger. Bang! There's this flashing light, and you hear as this screeching creature seemingly gets hit. You know weapons don't really do much to them, but come on, take a shotgun to the face. Actually, you're the one that seems...
blast of light from firing the shotgun.
Yeah, actually, you're the one that had to describe this. I am so sorry. I'm still so used to being this. Okay, but yeah, you fire your shotgun. Describe what you do next as you succeed.
Jay just keeps firing and firing until the screams go away.
Okay. Jay keeps firing and firing.
Starts yelling, okay. Go on.
Okay. He starts what? Sorry?
Okay. He starts yelling, I told you to wait in the car! With a crazy look on his face as he fires until he's out of ammo or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Can Casey and JK be doing something while this is happening?
I was gonna go to you guys. Don't worry. You do eventually run out of ammo, but you do hear the clicking further away from than it was before. Casey. Well, first of all, Dion, you witnessed this in the shadows as the gun was firing and Jay was screaming and the creature. What do you do as all this is happening?
I'm going to try and make my way back to where the others are.
Okay. You're trying to navigate in darkness. Roll 5d6 to see if you find the entrance to the basement.
I am also going, even just because I want to save it, and because that means, okay, so because I'm going to succeed no matter what, if I burn my hope, that means I'll get a hope die no matter what.
In this case, yes, you'll get a hope die.
Okay, I will burn my hope then to reroll that one.
Okay, I will not take it from you, but you can reroll that.
Oh
no! I am taking it from you. Oh no!
Good reroll.
But I get a hope die.
You do get a hope die. Yours was the stiff drink, right?
Yeah. And so I'm describing.
Wait, don't you only get the hope die if you succeed?
But I did succeed.
You did succeed.
6.
Yeah, you got a 6.
Right. Sorry.
I just still lost the die. We just still lost the die because I re-rolled the 1 as a 1.
Describe your success.
Okay. Having no idea what's kind of going on. Like there's just they were screaming, and then now there's this flash of what he assumes to be the shotgun ringing out, and Jay just kind of like screaming out loud. Dion does what he always does in troubling times, and he opens his flask, just reaches his pocket, opens his flask, just downs the entire thing in one go, and then just starts rushing off into where the others were. He will kind of bump into things in the darkness on the way, but he just like doesn't care, even if the kind of the alcohol numbs any of the pain he's feeling from like his wounds and like the impact, and he just basically kind of brute forces his way over to where the others are.
All right.
The other two.
Casey, Jonathan, both of you see as there's some gunshots going on in the ground floor, and you see Dion come down the stairs holding his side that is still bleeding through the bandages, but and has a flask in one hand, but he manages to reach you.
This is a generator. If we get this online, we can maybe get lights in the whole cabin. Help me.
Need
As Casey is trying to do something with this generator to turn it on.
Okay, so Casey is the one trying to turn it on.
Well,
It
I guess.
okay, then Casey is the
J.K.
one.
Simmons can help if that will offer advantage.
There is no advantage, but
guidance,
you
cast
can
guidance, AK.
you can pick between which of you is rolling the die.
Casey's just like, so does either of you know how to use these freaking machines? I'm not.
Jonathan Kimball holds up a hand before crouching down next to the machine and says,
Yes, work it.
my understanding from what I've learned so far about Commissioner Gordon, that he's the older guy with the mustache who relates with our hero in a certain way and begins working on the generator.
Okay. J.K. Simmons roll the 4d6. I get to roll 6d6.
Okay, there, RB.
No.
Breathe, RB, breathe.
Can JK, can my boy Commissioner Gordon quite possibly use his hope?
Yes, so you find hope when you see nice things, like butterflies and flowers.
Like butterflies and flowers, yeah.
All right.
So
Reroll
it's not
that.
just one, yeah?
Yes.
No.
Right.
Unfortunately, that is not a success.
Sorry, squad.
Sorry, one thing to clarify. Was the hope die just for when I roll, or was it...
It's just for you. It's just for your rolls.
When I succeeded earlier, did I not get a hope die?
Nope, because
No, because you didn't succeed.
you didn't
I
succeed,
succeeded like in an earlier scene.
but not while burning your
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 hope.
your moment.
It was in a moment though. Remember my first moment that I burnt? I got a 6.
But that wasn't a moment. That was a
Yeah.
trait.
It's specifically I
sorry,
find hope
sorry,
when
mixed
I...
in.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
the moment was a catch-all. Sorry, my bad.
No. That was a trait. That wasn't a moment. A moment or is the one that the I see beautiful things and I get hopeful. So you failed. Another candle is snuffed out. You all see as Mr. Simmons pulls the cord on the generator. And the cord snaps. You fall down. And now we're going to do the truths. The first truth: the world is dark.
The generator didn't work, but started a fire.
Ooh.
Do I get one or no?
So
Yeah,
yes,
you get one, and then
you get one.
RB's
Yes.
is
Fortunately, for the first 20 years of my career, I didn't have any other responsibilities outside of myself. I didn't have a wife and kids. I could afford to sort of barely scrape by to do theater.
And we're still alive.
and we're still alive.
And we're still alive.
Indeed.
And we're still alive.
All right. Very well. We cut to a fire. The fire brings light. The cabin is engulfed in flames. For now, you are outside of the cabin, right within the light that it is producing. But after several minutes of staying there, watching the light, you notice something. It is protecting you. The light is keeping them at bay. But it is also a beacon. And the number of clicking noises around you has grown exponentially. Dion, you're bleeding more and more. Your head is woozy, confused. You are losing far more blood than you anticipated. You can barely stand up straight. Jay, your shotgun is empty, still clutched in your hands. Casey, your nose hurts quite a fair bit, and you've noticed something. You left your makeup kit inside the cabin.
Oh my god!
And there's also another problem. One of the lightsabers, because of all the waving around and that Jonathan used it for, has gone out. You have one light left.
Which color is it?
It's the red one.
Oh no!
What do you do?
Uh,
We can. There are sticks on the floor. We can light them on fire and use them as torches. Says Casey as she finds sticks to light on fire and uses torches.
Okay. While Mr. Simmons is humming, I assume.
He's just having a ball.
Okay. Casey, trying to make torches. Decent
Yeah.
torches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what to do.
46? 46 now, jeez. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna use my my trait, which is
A pervert, yes.
to reroll one of that one.
Oh no.
Okay then. So Casey's like, I know you described this. I'll just start off.
Yeah.
Casey's like, oh my god, someone. She kind of like looks towards the others. Freaking JK is just humming. She's like, JK, and she just lifts her top. Come on, help me, stupid slut.
As you do that, you're searching, you're trying to find good sticks that can be used, and you try to wrap around in cloth. You're at the edge of the light, and you don't notice. You all look, and you see Casey as hands, human hands. You see around 8 pairs of hands come out of the shadows, grab her, and pull her into the shadows. As you hear more of the crying, the deformed humans from before grabbing her. You hear her scream.
Get your hands off!
You hear her scream. You hear her shout and complain. And then you don't hear Casey anymore. Let's go for some truths. The world is dark. Mr. Simmons.
Seriously, who doesn't want to slap a 27-year-old movie star?
And we're still alive?
We're still alive.
Jay?
We're still alive.
You started running. You couldn't stay there. You couldn't. Back to the woods, using the only light source you have. Well, running is an overstatement. One of you has a peg leg. The other one is on the point of passing out from blood loss. Jonathan, you're holding the light. You're holding the gun. You're trying to keep up. Well, they're trying to keep up.
Jonathan being airhead, does he sort of notice anything?
Does he what, sorry?
Does he, like, notice anything?
You're trying to look around and see if you notice anything?
Yeah.
Alright, roll 3d6 now. Do you want to reroll that?
I'd like to use my final trait, my airheadedness.
Alright.
My airheadedness did not work.
That did not work. Dion and Jay, both of you are lagging behind. And then you see something. Jonathan is ahead. He has the light source in his hand. And suddenly something hits him in the head. You notice, as he wobbles, it's the severed head of Casey. He stumbles to the side, lets go of the lightsaber, and then a shadowy, inky hand grabs him by the jaw. And almost as if, just with the greatest ease, pulls his jaw and his neck, the front of his neck, completely off. You see him stumble, surprised, shocked. And then he falls into the shadows. And as you get to the light, you see his legs being dragged into the shadows. His body gone. There's a lightsaber still glowing. And the severed head of Casey, horrified, looking up. These things are true. The world is dark.
And we're still alive.
Are we still alive?
No, you're not.
We're still alive.
You are. You continue on. The wind has picked up more. There's a storm now. Rain falling. Both of you, you're not able to go far. But you find yourselves inside of cave. It's the only place that seemed safe enough. You're stumbling in. You're trying to find your way. What do you do, Dion? and Jay.
We should eat something.
I guess, yeah.
Funny, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah. Deanne's not really hungry. He's about to pass out and is just extremely nauseous.
Right?
It's okay, Dion. I'll find you something to get you better. And Jay goes looking for any plan.
Question though. You only have
Yeah.
one light source. Are you leaving Dion in the dark? Are you going into the dark?
Yeah, he's leaving Dion in the dark.
Okay. And you go to search for any food. Roll 2d6.
And I'm going to burn my brink. Can I?
Actually, the brink isn't burnable. You can always try to use the brink, but it is a
Yeah.
brink, so you're gonna have to implement the brink into your success if you do succeed.
Mm-hmm.
So reroll that 6, that 1. Ooh!
Yo!
All right. Describe how while you're searching and
Brand,
yeah.
wait, don't you roll 8d6 now?
Thank you for reminding me. I rolled 2d6s, so I actually succeed. I'm the one describing shit now,
okay.
bitch.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you never describe shit ever.
In this game,
I'm sorry, Spyro.
no. Thank you for reminding me. I'm also very new to this game, so
No, I didn't remember. I forgot about it as well.
yeah. All right. So implementing your brink, Spyro. Sorry, Jay. You left Dion, and you don't intend to come back. He's a liability, and you're terrified. You continue to move further and further and further away from the cave. As you're searching around, you don't find any food, but you find something else. The highway that you were on before. But we go back to Dion. You're alone in a dark. You start hearing the clicking outside. You're feverish. Your head is spinning. And you don't see Jay's light from here anymore. What do you do?
I'm going to call out for help.
Okay. You call out for help. And you hear a voice in the dark. Help! Another voice. Help! And another voice. Help! And another voice. Help! More and more voices repeating your words. getting closer and closer and closer. What do you do?
I'm gonna run like hell.
You turn. Your hip hurts. You try to run. Roll 2d6.
Plus my hope die, right? So
Plus your hope die,
2d6.
yes. You also have that.
Oh.
I don't even need to roll. Help! Help! You start to realize as you're running, this is more of those creatures. The help, help, help are all right behind you. And then you feel hands grabbing you, pulling you in. The world is dark, and one of you is still alive.
And I'm still alive.
Jay, you found a highway. You continue down the road, even as the storm is pouring rain on you. You do notice that the lightsaber is starting to flicker, but in the distance you see lights. The town. You see 1 or 2 lights inside the buildings in the distance. The lightsaber is flickering, and you can't run with your peg leg. But you're so close. What do you do?
I'll try to push for it. Make it into the light.
Alright. You have 1d6. Ooh! Describe what happens.
96.
So he starts going.
Oh yes, 96. Thank you. I am
Yes,
Sorry,
yes,
Spyro.
the 96. Yes. No, you're completely right.
Ooh, that's a tie, so you win actually. So describe what happens.
So he keeps going. Very tired. The lightsaber is flickering. He's no longer paying attention to the light ahead of him. He's just paying attention to the next step, taking another step, and another, and another. And eventually, the lightsaber goes out. But he made it to town.
Alright. As you get to town, you see a man. He has a lantern in his hands. He sees you approaching. He's looking around. You! Are you one of the Twisted?
No. Are you?
No. Oh, you speak. Good. And he approaches you and puts his hand on your shoulders. All right. Come with me. I'll take you to the group. I'll take you to the group. Are you alone? Anyone else with you?
No, I'm alone.
You came all this way alone? By yourself?
Yeah.
Where were
I
you
was looking
before?
for supplies.
Oh. All
I was
right.
always moving from one place to another. No. We can't stop.
Okay. Come with me. He brings you into one of the buildings where you see light. There is some kind of generator in here because there is light throughout the building. Not too much light, but enough that the shadows are being kept away. And once you get in, you see a group of 5 or 6 people huddled up around a lantern. They all look tired and hungry. They all look haggard. And the man that was with you says, I found someone! I found someone! He looks healthy. He's not one of them. They'll look at you. They smile. Did you bring any food? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I got some beef jerky.
They immediately rush at you, trying to give it here, give it here.
He shares it with them.
They try to take all of the cans from you. Do you let them take everything?
Yeah.
Okay. They take everything, and you see them just eating, feasting on it. And when they're done, they go, that's it? Is that all?
No. And he pulls out his peg leg and tries to smack one of them in the head.
Alright, roll that d6.
Ooh, perfect.
Well,
Brink.
remember, you can use your brink,
Yeah, cool.
but you have to implement
Bless you.
the brink.
Okay. Yeah, I'll implement the rink. I think it can work. Another one, please. Okay.
And with that, the final candle goes out. You swing your peg leg, but you don't have any balance. You sway, and then you fall. And they grab at you. You... You fool! What are you doing? And then one of them says, does it matter? We finally have some food. You see them smile down at you. These people that originally you came to rescue. One of them takes out a knife as the other ones hold you down. And what you see last isn't the shadow monsters that have taken over. It's a human stabbing you in the throat. Everything goes dark. And that's where I have to say the final truth. The world is dark. The end.
Jesus.
All right.
Rest in peace.
What do you guys thought about that?
That started derailing a lot quicker than I thought.
Those fails at the beginning. Oh my god.
Yeah, like the thing with a game like this is, you know, those failures we got at the beginning when more importantly, like right at the start when there were a couple of ones, but we still got a 6, and I was like, should I re-roll? Because you know, I did kind of, you know, I was of the idea like, you know, this is obviously going to like spiral. Like this will get exponentially harder for us. So we need to keep as many dice as we can for as long as possible.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to judge when you haven't played before. So I was like, I guess it's fine. And then it wasn't fine, and we kept rolling really shit. And
Yeah, we
then
definitely should have burned them like as
Yeah.
soon as possible.
we didn't even get to freaking. I didn't even get to show off my brink or anything. What shame,
Yeah.
what shame.
Only Spyro.
Yeah.
I mean, my original Brink was fantastically written, which is that I once saw someone pretend that they were a scorpion.
Ah, yes, the scorpion one. Well,
What was this?
it was the brink that he originally
my
wrote.
original draft.
Yeah,
Oh, wait. So that was Ocio's prank.
yeah. Well, no, Elsio's brink was actually. I can actually show you the brinks. So the brinks for each of you. I can just. God damn it! Not this. There we go. So the brinks for each of you were. Fuck it. So let's see. Yeah.
Laugh all you want, RB. Your
That
advice
one's
was going to be
awesome.
flatulent.
That one's
Yeah.
I'm the
awesome.
one that gave. I'm laughing because I'm the one that gave it to
Ah, man.
And as you can see, Spyro's brink was they've seen me be a coward because
you. Yeah.
his brink. Actually, there was another brink which was RB's. I forgot. His brink, Spyro's brink, was different because his brink wasn't written by another player. It was written by them. They've seen him be a coward. And in that moment, he ran away because Dion was a liability.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was really hoping to get to the point where I would fail a roll after using my brink and commit suicide. It was,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was
I
holding out for
was
that.
looking forward to play this this Valley Girl bitch as going completely insane, but shame I didn't get to.
I will apologize because I think I made a mistake in that I started killing you earlier than I was supposed to.
It's fine. It was near the end. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's fun to have us slowly dragged
Timing
away
wise,
like
it
that.
works really well.
What I was considering messaging you for it, but I didn't want to like break anything up. I was going to message you, Massive, to say like, oh maybe, you know, now that I've been dragged away, you should have me show up in a little bit as one of the like, you know, mutated monster things.
I was, but I was hoping that it would be a little bit further on. But then I got listen, it's all improvised, right? And in that moment, well, either way. Overall, what do you think of the system? What do you think of the story that we told?
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good story. I like the system.
It was cool. It was neat. It was different.
I think it was fun. The one thing that I think would have been better, and not that necessarily had been impact, but because whenever we told the truths, it always started with Uran and then went to Ocio. And so
Yeah, it
it's
would have
like
been cool
every
if we
single
did it
round,
different.
Ocio got one, and very quickly, like Spyro didn't get to do like
Yeah.
barely any of them. So like if those rotated, like it just I guess goes around the circle of who starts with the world is dark or something like that.
You know what? I think next time what I'm gonna do, if we ever what I'm gonna do with the queens, but next time if we ever play this again, I think next time what I'm gonna do is randomly the truth are said like randomly, like whoever wants to say the next truth and whoever wants to say the next truth instead of going
Yeah.
by the order. Because I think the book does
But
say
why?
to go around
Why would you do that? Why would you do it that way?
in order, but it makes more sense. Also, Digimon King, thank you for the follow. It does say to go around in order, but I mean, you're completely right. You're completely right. Yeah, it's and Dusk. What the fuck, man?
I mean, if anything to you, RB caught on very fucking quick.
I caught on immediately on the
Raining
first.
must be a
I
massive J.K. Simmons fan because he immediately was like, "Man, are you only going to talk in quotes?" And I shit you not, I had a big ass Google
my
spreadsheet
God.
of J.K. Simmons quotes.
I didn't even realize. I was like, where is he getting? Is Dust just saying random things this whole time?
I
He's
didn't
finally
notice
lost
it.
it.
I didn't notice it until I saw that he changed his Discord thing to J.K. Simmons, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I
Oh
just,
my
I just kind of
god.
figured like, oh, I guess the J.K. Simmons, the name is just a funny reference, and the character is just a weird actor dude who says strange things.
These are all like legitimate quotes
Oh
that
my
J.K.
Yeah,
Simmons
yeah.
has
I
said before.
figured.
notice. Oh my
I
God.
think I caught on immediately after you said. I think it was the first. Trying to remember what movie it was. The one where he's like the conductor.
Spider-Man.
No.
Wasn't it?
The
Yeah.
one that is like the conductor of a band.
The Spider-Man,
The
yeah.
jazz one.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah, Headstrong. No, not Headstrong.
Yeah, but that one. You said that quote, and I was like, oh, he's going for quotes. Okay, all right, there we go. That's fair. That's fair.
I actually, in fairness now, I don't do well with horror, and this is the only way that I can keep myself from being freaked out, so
Hey, well, cool. Did you get
it
freaked?
worked.
It worked. Did you not get super freaked out? Did you handle the horror well, or was it too horrible?
No, I'm good with this kind of horror. I mean, especially since as Massive said, Massive wrote one of the brinks from them to one of us,
Yeah.
which means that one of the players wrote the brink for them, which was
Yes.
me.
Yes. Oshio was the one that created their ability to basically control human flesh like clay.
Mm.
Yeah, I was freaked out. But
Yeah.
every time that I got too freaked out, someone would be like, yeah, I whip out my lightsaber, and I was like, fucking losers.
Yeah, I got given these I got given these traits and I was like, okay, so my virtue, self-confidence, okay, I can go with that. My vice, pervert, okay. And I was like, maybe at first I was thinking like, I guess I could play some kind of like attacker or something, or and then I was like, oh, maybe just like a really like kind of suave lady killer guy. And then I was like, wait, self-confident pervert? I'm gonna play a freaking valley girl.
Yeah, like yeah, the woohoo valley girl, white girl that gets drunk in the limo, and
And she's just survived because she's freaking used everyone and is a
yeah,
total
yeah.
bitch.
Well, she
Well,
didn't
she didn't
survive.
survive,
She didn't
sorry.
survive this
Oh
time.
no, Osio calling me a stupid slut in front of everyone.
That was amazing.
It just wasn't something I was expecting.
That was
Me and Osio have been
amazing.
friends for like over a decade at this point. I've never been called a stupid slut. Here we are.
And now it's gonna stick. Now
Now
you're
it's
just a stupid slut.
I have a
I have to live
question.
with it.
I have a question for the last survivor, Jay. Spyro. You haven't said anything. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know my thoughts on horror. I like Dark Souls. I like Darkest Dungeon. I love horror games. This is
Uh-huh.
really good. I like it. And knowing that we are all going to die from the first moment, it just
It's different.
eases
Yeah.
so many worries. It's so cool.
I'll say I really liked how, because Spyro, as part of one of the True, said we're gonna have to become cannibals, and then as soon
Yeah.
as I like how you incorporate that, because as soon as you said he looks healthy, I was just like, oh god, I know this is what's gonna
He looks
happen.
young.
I knew it at that point as well, RV, and I was trying to. Oh no, let's eat that other person.
Well, yeah, they're hungry motherfuckers. Well, listen, this was my first time DMing this. This was this was also my players' first time playing this. You all did pretty well. Like you're all good RPers, so I figured that you'd do interesting stuff, and lo and behold, you did. But yeah, I had fun. I think it's a very interesting system, right? I like the whole d6 rolling. It starts with 10d6, and then it slowly starts giving the DM more and more
Yeah,
control.
it's definitely
You really,
it's
you
definitely
really,
fun.
really start to feel that, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that part. But yeah, look forward, because Saturday the queens are going to be in your position, the Amara queens, and I know them. I know they're a lot more nervous and skittish, some of them, than their scribs who relishes in all things horror. But yeah, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be in your position, and hopefully it'll go as well as this one. Because this one, for me, it was a cool story. It's a story of a group that did not make it on their mission at all, and
We were destined to fail.
yeah, and one of
Oh,
you,
you know what? You could have like our character. Oh wait, it will be a different setting, I guess. I was going
can
to
be
say
the
we could have our
same,
characters show up,
possibly.
like
Possibly.
where you
I'll.
see our like corpses and stuff. That would be cool.
I think it will be good for them, at least assuming they're able to, or for those that watched, or if they're able to like
Yeah, I
rewatch it. Like,
mean,
because I think having now that if we were to do it again or something like that, just like the ideas of like, oh hey, we should start using these things earlier, or like
yeah,
it would been it'd be very good to like, yeah, because I think that definitely burned us early on, where it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, there's just 2 1s, and when I only have 3 of these things to burn, I'm not going to use it. And then it's just like, oh, it turns out like when you roll, like you don't roll often, and it's essentially like, yeah, just go ahead and burn them almost right away.
True. Well, either way, I'm gonna find someone to raid, and let's see, because I do know some of us have to go to bed, and also
It's me. I'm so sorry.
No,
My
I
train
also
is
do.
so fucking early.
I
no,
also
go to
I
bed
hate the
go to
now.
bed, dude. Go to bed. I also have to go to bed soon, so I'm just gonna.
Best Sprink is I've seen you go to sleep.
I've seen you go to sleep. Let me just raid someone real quick. Ba, ba, ba.
Later, guys. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. Listen,
I have
Sebast.
longer subscription streak than RB. Bye.
Technically, he's God, but I have the longer streak. He just has more subscribed months.
Sure. So, Sebastian actually did raid me the other day, and I want to give back to him because he's awesome. I also played D&D with him once. Well, a campaign with him. I played a goblin, and he played a snooty elf, and we had some amazing banter, which was lots of fun. Nyada nyada. There you go, Tomo. Happy with that? There you go. But yes, if I don't stream before Saturday, it's gonna be the Amara Queens having some fun, and I love this. I actually love this. Thank you to all of my players for being so awesome and for joining me on this and being so open to play this with me and just sharing
No,
this experience with me.
thank you to you for setting this whole thing up and running it.
Well, it was
Thanks for
my absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure.
My friends.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye,
Cool.
Twitch.
Bye. See ya.